call the meeting to order at 5:30. Roll call. McNeil.
Here.
Boots. Here. Anderson.
Here.
Leeper.
Here.
Spear. Could we all stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, are there any additions or corrections to the agenda? If not, I would take a motion to approve. Boots was first. McNeil was second.
Leeper.
Yes.
McNeil.
Yes.
Boots.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Spear.
Yes. Is there any communications, anyone who would like to address the city council, please come up to the lectern, give us your name and address. It's very quiet. Okay, moving on. There are routine items, and we will enact by one motion without separate discussion unless a council member requests separate consideration. They are the approval of the city council minutes for March 11, 2019, the approval of the treasurer's and investment reports, February 2019, the approval for a liquor license renewal for Monty's Pizza and Grill, and the approval of the claims list. If there's nothing anyone would like to pull out, I would take a motion. McNeil with the first.
McNeil. Boots.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Spear.
Yes.
Leeper.
Yes.
All right, we're moving on to the public hearing regarding the proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimated cost of the Tipton Downtown Alley Underground Conversion Project. I would take a motion to open that.
Boots. Yes. Anderson.
Yes.
Spear.
Yes.
Leeper.
Yes.
McNeil.
Yes.
For this public hearing, we haven't received any input prior to the hearing opening. On your upcoming resolution that follows the public hearing, I wanted to mention a correction in the resolution. In that, it named an estimated cost by the engineer of $125,000. It's now $170,000. It's $120,000 estimate for an electrician to relocate the meters in the buildings and bring them out to the alley, to the rears of those buildings. And $50,000 is the estimate for the Tipton Electric Department's cost of materials. So for the most part, what was missing when I was first given the estimate was the part for our utilities materials. Now that's been added in.
At this time, I would take a motion to close the public hearing. Boots with the first. And the second.
Boots. Yes. Anderson.
Yes.
Spear.
Yes.
Leeper.
Yes.
McNeil.
Yes.
Moving on to new business, we're going to bring up the resolution number 03-18-19A. And that is the resolution approving the proposed plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimated cost of the Tipton Downtown Alley Underground Conversion Project.
This
Is there-
basically completes what you did in the public hearing.
Right, this is, and we're talking about the change of to 170,000.
No, I was really liking that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a motion or any discussion on that? motion to
So moved.
Anderson with the first, Leeper with the second?
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Okay. Resolution number 03-1819B, a resolution accepting a bid from Sheets General Construction for the James Kennedy Family Aquatic Center renovation project, according to the base bid, deletions, and alternates described within.
Yeah, in this one, we tried to capture what you decided to do at your meeting last week. And after writing this, I sent it to the engineer as a way to double check it. And I compared it to Amy's minutes to see if we captured what you decided, because it was kind of a complicated selection of items that you decided to pursue. So we included the various deletions from the base bid, and so the 596,000 became 546,960, and then to that you added alternate 1 and alternate 3, and then you expressed a desire to later decide whether or not to purchase at least 2 of the doors quoted in alternate 4.
So what we're looking at tonight would be the 546,960.
Plus the 14 in alternate 1 and the 29 in alternate 3.
Do you have a total on that? So then add it. 43 to it, so 589,960 it looks like. That's all right. Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve or,
Hang on, just a second. So
Yes.
what's in our fund to redo that?
Well, we would need to be dipping into some of the lost funds, which has the aquatic center in the ballot.
how much do we have from
Five
the long?
25 is what is in the aquatic center.
Okay, okay.
Pam, what was your total again?
I think I came up with 580,
I got 560, 989.
46. I don't know yet, Stu. 14 and 29, I'll just do it this way.
560, 929.
5,
Is that what you had?
560, 929.
Is that right?
569.29.
560,929.
29. We're adding 14,000 and 29,000 would be the bottom.
$29.
29,000, yeah.
No, just $29.
Oh, okay, that would be a reason I was off.
Yeah.
Thank you. Does anybody have a motion to approve, or
I'll make that motion.
Boots went first? And Neil with a second.
Spear?
Yes.
Leeper?
Yes.
McNeil?
Yes.
Boots?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Okay, resolution 03-1819C. A resolution accepting a bid for the Tipton Masonic Cemetery Sexton contract.
Yeah, we had 3 bidders. the Cemetery Board of Trustees met last week on Friday, and noting a section in our public notice, the notice mentioned that the city reserves the right to make a decision that best suits the interests of the citizens of Tipton. And with that in mind, the board voted to recommend the mowing contract go to Grasshopper Lawn Care, considering not only the cost, but also considering factors such as a combination of the city's firsthand knowledge of the bidder and the bidder's available equipment, the abundant use of local manpower, and ties to the community. Do you have any further that you want?
No. Well, I do. I felt very fortunate. We had 3 really good, close bids. I think that's meaningful when they're all within the neighborhood. So, would anyone want to make a motion to accept or deny? McNeil with the first. Leeper with the second.
Leeper,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear.
Yes. Moving on to ordinance 568, ordinance amending chapter 166, zoning regulations, districts and boundaries. C2 General Business District by adding section 166.107, blade signs. And this will be our first reading.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. It was based on a recommendation from the Iowa Economic Development Authority. They're recommending that downtowns try to do more to attract business through signage that, rather than be flat on the building, it projects out, in this case, not more than 5 feet, to give motorists more of an opportunity to see what businesses are coming up as they're proceeding and looking down the street as they go. This was of interest to the Board for the Chamber of Commerce. It was of interest to the Development Commission. And so this is the first reading.
Is this something we could skip to the third or not?
I would suggest,
To go to the second?
well, I guess if you want to do the first and second, yes. Maybe not all 3, just because something might turn up. So if you want to do the first 2 and the last one next time, you could do that.
Okay. I would entertain a motion to approve and go on to the second
So
reading.
moved.
Anderson with the first, Leeper with the second.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper.
Yes.
So it's a
Do we
motion
need
to
to-
suspend the rules.
Okay, just one motion. Not pass, okay.
But it will just, the second will be just on the agenda next meeting. Or do I
Well,
have to ask for it?
Are you doing the first reading tonight or the first 2?
First
We're going to do the first 2, right?
Mhm.
So we need
So
to,
you can make a motion to accept the first reading, and then after that, a motion to suspend the rules, and then after that, a motion to pass the second reading.
So I need to, motion.
Motion to suspend.
First with McNeil,
I'll second.
Boots with a second.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper.
Yes.
Okay, my apologies. And now, I'm gonna,
Motion to
Motion
read
passes
it.
second.
okay, thank you. Motion to pass the second reading. McNeil with the first, Leeper with the second.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Discussion and possible action concerning a proposal to connect the Economic Development Office to the City Hall wireless network.
Yes. ITP has provided us this quote to, currently Linda's watch guard is expiring in mid-April, so we could renew that, which would be a 3-year term for approximately $1,500. But she is, if we connect her to the city's wireless, then she has our backup, she's connected to our server, she has our phone, she can use our printers, so it gives her a lot more for what we're paying now. Actually, it's a little less, it was $1,120 to do this one-time cost, and then she will always be on the city's side. And Brad and Floyd have volunteered to help with some of that labor cost to get the wireless set up, and that helped reduce the price as well. So this would just be a one-time cost to get her connected to the city wireless.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
great idea.
So,
Leeper with the
Second.
first, Anderson with the second.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper,
yes.
McNeil,
Discussion and possible action concerning garbage exemption at 122 East 5th Street A.
I think the question is, you typically ask Amy if they appear to qualify.
All right, it appears that they would qualify. I would entertain a motion to pass. Boots for the first.
Second.
McNeil the second.
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
All right. Discussion and possible action concerning one-time water and sewer exemption, 117 Putney Court. Okay. Is there a motion to approve Anderson with the first,
I'll second.
Boots with the second?
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
And the final one, discussion and possible action concerning one-time water and sewer exemption, 120 East 9th Street. All right. Is there a motion to approve? Boots for the first,
Okay.
McNeil the second.
Leeper,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Boots,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes. Okay, moving on to reports. Mayor Pro Tem does not have a report. Any council reports? Any committee reports? And the city manager?
I don't have
I had a meeting at the SEDCO, and they voiced their disappointment in losing the grant that had been applied for, and, but they're taking heart in some of the other things that are going on with the city, about the green space and what they, we're yet to see what's going to transpire with that. So just let them know that they're on board with it, and they were tickled that something's going to be done there.
Department heads? No? Only two tonight. Wow. There's something going on we don't know about?
Is it so
That brings us to adjournment. Boots for the first,
Second.
McNeil with the second.
McNeil, Boots,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Leeper,
Yes.
Okay.